This is Dub Revolution. This is Dub music to rock the nation.
Welcome folks to chapter 34 of the Coronapocalypse sessions with your root selector, ProfessorJoosty. We've got a lovely track from Prince Allah getting us rolling today. This is Youth Man in the Ghetto from 1979.
Suffering man in the ghetto, he must carry this heavy load now. A burden, whoa, what a burden, a burden.
Prince Allah is one of the less well-known roots artists of the late 70s. This track was composed by Keith Blake in 79, but I'm playing it from a compilation album put out in 1996 on the Blood and Fire label.
The youth man them in the ghetto, them have to carry this heavy load. the ghetto. Him a fi carry this heavy load.
Got a nice lineup ready for you today. Gonna have a bit of a focus on Uroy, whose birthday was this week. He's 78 years old. A lot of congratulations going round on the web for Daddy Uroy, or the originator as he's sometimes known. We're gonna play a couple of his tracks in between, a collection of King Tubby, Lee Perry and old and new stuff.
Whoa, what a burden, a burden.
Lovely record from Prince Allah, that. Alright, let's move over to Uroy. This is the Tubby Skank from 1972.
My name is not Al Capone, cause I'm gonna tip them tone. I'm gonna crack them bones, you know. Tip it to me, as I will tell you. Stay away, little boy, stay away, cause I'm gonna scare you right away. Secure you back in your mother's bedroom. Maybe that can bring you to your tomb, you know.
This is a bit rough, but I'm starting with this track because although DJing had been around for a while and others had been toasting like Count Machuki, Lord Stitch, Lord Comic, it was Uroy's partnership with King Tubby at King Tubby's Hi-Fi that really built up the genre and started something new.
When I tell you that I mean what I say, and I see what I mean, you got to believe it when I tell you. Cause baby, the musical sounds come a wheel will make you grieve you. Don't wanna grieve you, just gonna tease you. And baby, gonna please you. Do it to me, I will pick you. I'll make the music rock you. Stupid you, booba you. Stay away as I would tell you. That the key to the mind called King Tubby's Hi-Fi. And baby, I would never tell you no lie. So you can make it if you really try. And never no need for you to ever cry.
Uroy, or Ewart Beckford, as he was born, did a lot of work on Treasure Island label and Duke Reed, and then later got signed up with the Virgin label. Great international success. What I really like about this track is the way it's laid over a King Tubby track. Great stuff.
You gotta remain the same as I would tell you. Skip me, baby, get me in the groove. Yeah, what, baby? Let the music rock you. Let the music shock you. Yeah, we call the Tubby Skank. Playing it in a high rank, you know. Baby, you can check me, I'm a high rank, I tell you. You call the Tubby Skank. Tell it to me, that will bigger you. Never would I ever. Never come up in you. Hey, to it. Stay away, as I would say. Come on down with me. My name is not Al Capone.
And here Uroy continues on Tubby's second cut.
And I'm gonna crack a damn bone. Tell it to me, as I would tell you. Stay away, as I would tell you, stay away. Cause Tubby's always seem to say. Call the Tubby's count, cause I would tell you. When I play in a high rank, you know. Scoop and boop and yoop and booba. Scoop and boo and doop and baba doop and me. Shot my jack, cause I would tell it to you. Yeah, when you feel the rhythm. Tell you gotta stick with him, you know. You got to skip and flip and dip you hit one time. What, daddy, yo? They give me up a scene, as I will big you. Make you move and swing along. And believe me, I'ma play it on strong. Huh? Wow! Stay away, I beg you. Cause this is called the King Tubby's Skank. When a lion starts sleeping, you know. Never you ever try to wake him. Yeah. Baby, I tell it to you. Because the lion can cry you one time. The lion got the power to paw you down. Do it to me. Stay away, you stay away. Cause Tubby's really here to stay. It's called the King of Tubby's Skank, I tell you. And when I play it in a higher rank, I say, ha! Do it to me, I will beg you. Sounds kinda really shocking, I will say. But I tell you, when you feel the rhythm, you just got to stick with him. So baby, when I tell it to you one time, you got to lift it up and never give it up. You gotta shake your shoulder one time. Skip and flip and dip your hip as I will play. Call the King of Tubby's Skank and said to hold them, but Tubby's got to hold them. I'm gonna put you back in your bedroom. I'm gonna take out my yard broom. I'm gonna blow you to your tomb. You little me hear me say, so stay away, you got to stay away.
Alright, we're going to come back to Uroy in a minute. Let's move over to Bunny Lee and his band, The Aggravators. Next up, it's a track by Cornel Campbell from his 1975 album, Dance in a Greenwich Farm.
Dread, Jaja dread. Dread, Jaja dread. Roots, naughty roots. Well, I went to a dance down a Greenwich Farm. King Tubby's and the Dreads was there. There was dread, dread, dread and dread, and naughty roots everywhere. There was dread, dread, dread and dread, and naughty roots everywhere. Dread, Jaja dread, dread, dreaded and dread. So I man step in a corner and see a naughty dread. Him a smoking pipe and drinking roots and penetrating queen. Him a rub, him a rub, him a rub and up and penetrating queen. Dread, Jaja dread.
Cornel Campbell is a singer who'd been around for quite some time, since the late 50s when he'd been working with Cox and Dodd, and then later with Duke Reid, and also cutting some ska tracks with King Edwards. With Studio One, he sang with the Eternals. But it was in the mid-70s with Bunny Lee that he really rose to great popularity, and this was his first studio album with Bunny Lee, Dance in Greenwich Farm. Beautiful stuff.
Rub and up, me and this ya queen. I just a rub and up, me and this ya queen. Dread, Jaja dread, roots, naughty roots. Then all of a sudden, a ballet shout for these. The dread them dash with them wheat and them idle feet, and jam only take the lead. The dread them dash with them wheat and them idle feet, and jam only take livestock, there wasn't any beast. It was just a bald-headed farmer, just a try a thing. So we rub and
Let's stick with Cornel Campbell, and with this album, a little bit longer. The next track, Conquering Gorgon.
I'm the mighty Gorgon, yes. I shall conquer them all. Yeah! Dread. Yeah. The Gorgon shall conquer them all. The Gorgon shall conquer, yeah, shall conquer them all. Oh yeah, the Gorgon shall conquer them all, and give us the victory again and again. The Gorgon shall conquer and break every chain. Though a lot of oppression arises before, but no one can conquer the Gorgon at all. He will give us the victory again and again. Yeah. Oh. Shall conquer them all. The Gorgon shall conquer them all. Though a lot of oppression arises before, but nobody can conquer the Gorgon at all. No, yeah, nobody can conquer the Gorgon at all. No, a lot of oppression arises before.
Great stuff. Alright, let's move back to Uroy. This next track is called Have Mercy. It's from his 1976 Natty Rebel album.
I said, children, you got to know your culture. Because we're 1 or 2 or 3 of us together, there got to be some love. I said, there got to be some love. I said, there got to be some love. Have mercy on a good man and helping the preacher man. Well, I said, let there be love, got to let there be love. So some mercy, some mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Wow, there's some mercy, not a day I beg Jaja. Continue on it, you know.
This album, Natty Rebel, was put out on the Virgin label and met great success. Great track.
Our biggest stand by, I continually hold ya and give us some more love, problem on the ways I will make it say, there's no mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Now the day I praise, I will tell you, say, I said, children of Israel, you got to be wary. But I big job continually to God and protect I. Man was made to suffer, yeah, yeah. Woman was made to feel the pain. So we wanted to a trillion first of God, I said they got to be some love and the shoe was stars above. I big job continually for more and more love as I will tell you say. I want to see the blood along the ways I would say some mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Yeah, when I gotta tell you about the rhythm of a demon coming through the art of believers, I will please say that. Yeah, you know. So children of Israel, I said you got to be wary. You got to be wary of the little things you do. As I will tell you, say, Jah, God, I protect you. Right along the ways I will tell you, say some mercy. Yeah, you know. Some mercy, I beg you, oh Jah, some mercy, some mercy, some mercy, more mercy, yeah. But I will give thanks and praise actually one day to the King, you know. I say the King will love to do my own thing, 'cause love is all I bring. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna tell you, say. Children of Israel, you got to be wary. You got to be with me, what to do is they don't know mercy.
Awesome. Alright, let's bring it right up to date now with a track by Lila Ike from 2020, Thy Will.
Things my weakness, negative thoughts and non-pure I play with like a sickness. Now the youth them have a hit list on every stall and most business. Helicopters are circle round the area like a frisbee. Unsolved mystery, my dog can't find picnic. Message in the music is the only way to fix it. I say word, sound power, lift your hand up if you're with me. Now go make them trick quick out, but now repeat the history. I say word, where them I go do when Jack come? Don't they know? Thy will always be done. My people rise. Remember now we're black and we're strong. And when we're one, this is when we'll overcome. Oh yes, me know why yes, see them a born, but me I come from far. For we ancestor, yes, I them for stars to the star. How nowadays them youth ya born to the war. A nation where so sweet it just a get so bizarre. It deep, look good and then you might spot the stars. Some go bleach it out, now this a get too far. Them want to worship possessions, house and car. No me not go wrong because of me and Jah Jah par. I say why, where them a go do when Jah come? Don't they know thy will always be done? My people rise. Remember now we're black and we're strong. And when we're one, this is how we'll overcome. Oh yes, now tell me how come good Mother Earth full up a natural disaster. Them sit down in the church with the ungodly pastor. Not changing happy but you rape off your daughter. Brother kill brother, could they all that no call for? Just watch your back when you walk climb up the ladder. Frightened fi see your friend, them want to put you in a blaster. Still I no fret cause the time of the master. Now you judge a daughter. And I say whoa, where them a go do when Jah come? Don't they know thy will always be done? My people
IK carrying the flame there in 2020. Alright, let's move back to 79 now and a Bunny Lee track. This is Johnny Clark with Play Fool, Forget Wise. It's a nice track, this.
Whoa, whoa. Them a play fool, forget wise, but them not fool. Them and the wise, yeah. Them a original, them a sell somebody, them a sell olo to the wise man, yeah. Even their mother, even their father, even their sister, what's that? A stranger, they're just pretending, but them no fool, them just a use up them brain. These are the wise men them, yeah. Them a play fool, forget wise, but them no fool. Say them and the wise, yeah. Them and the wise, yeah. Them and the wise, yeah. Whoa, play fool, forget wise, but them no fool. Them and the wise, them original, them a sell sampai, them a sell olo to the wise men, yeah. Even their mother, even their father, even their sister, what's that? A stranger, they just pretending, but them no fool, them just a use up them brain. These are the wise men them, yeah. Them a play fool, forget wise, but them no fool. Them and the wise, yeah. Them and the wise, yeah. Them and the wise, yeah.
Very nice. Okay, let's cross over the Atlantic and go to the British reggae scene in the late 70s, early 1980s. Next up is Azrad with a track called Warrior Charge from 1980. This excellent track is a really good example of how far British reggae had come during the 1970s, by which time, great British bands like Steel Pulse, Aswad, Misty and Roots were really emerging on the scene. It's a great track. This track featured in a film called Babylon about second generation West Indian and Jamaican migrants living in Brixton in London. And perhaps that film, like The Harder They Come had done in Kingston almost 10 years earlier, really brought to wider attention the British reggae scene, bands like Aswad, Steel Pulse, Misty and Roots, who for a long time had suffered from not getting airtime or not being played on the UK sound systems, where there was a lot of snobbery around playing just Jamaican dub tracks and Jamaican tunes. Alright, next up, let's move to something a bit more recent. This is Candice Cash with a recent track called Disappointment. Another one of the new generation carrying the flame for Roots in 2020.
Enough of them don't seek Jah first. They don't pray to Him every day and every night. Only when them in a problem do they seek the Most High. Them get a big disappointment. Big disappointment. Them get a big disappointment. Big disappointment. Them get a big disappointment. If them want seek Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm in my residence. Them get a big disappointment. If them want seek Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm in my residence. Jah say on the first day when I'm look upon the earth, it was without void, and like a lion draw him shout out. Let there be light, and there was light, and immediately the place was shining bright. What a sight, I will never bow down to nobody queen. To me is a rasta, overstand what I mean. Forever I'm rocking my eyes gold and green. Jah loving on my heart as I sing for my team. Them get a big disappointment if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence. Them get a big disappointment if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence. If Jah done bless we, then no one can curse we. If Jah done guide we, none can mislead. We already know the truth. Cause Jah done tell we and we feel the vibe. When some of them hug we like them want for slew we and mince we. Till we turn into Bincy, them want for extinct we. But Jah protect we. And holy and surely them unfolded for we. Send a God and we tell we. Them get a big disappointment if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence. Them get a big disappointment if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence. Only the flesh of man Babylon can destroy. Oh no, they get the youths not permanently employed. They bring the drugs to make the youths get paranoid. So the girls will sleep with girls and the boys with the boys. Can't take it no longer, that's why I bring my noise. You hear me from my distance, so I won't be no surprise. Invisible, I braid my locks and that is my disguise. And in a Zion, I will be the one to get the prize. Disappointment, if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence. Them get a big disappointment if them want see Jah by appointment. Whoa, Jah loving is so permanent. Until Zion look up when I'm build me residence.
Okay, time to go back to Uroi now. Back to the same Natty Rebel album. This is Natty Kung Fu.
Freedom blues, you could have never refused the blues down. I see the freedom blues there. Give me feeling I wanna come in fighting. Sitting on the kick like lightning, you know, the kung fu fighting. As this step up on my Charlie said, don't keep no malice, kung fu fighting. Sitting on the kick like lightning. Natty got it, Natty got it, Natty hang on, right on it. I say to got it, Natty got it, Natty hang on, right on it. Step it all round it, Simon said I'm gonna make step it all round it.
This is laid over a speeded up version of the classic Freedom Blues or MPLA rhythm.
Come on, I'll make it right on down it. Kung fu fighting, and some say that the weak I get the fighter, and some say that the weak get the fighter. I'm with the chillers in a kung fu fighting. You got it, Natty got it, Natty hang on, right on it, right on it, right on it. I beg you step on, right round it. I make you step in, right in it, you know. We can't fight, and I'll kick you like say the weak I get fight, and some say Prince Tony get fight, and I'll say that I'ma kick you like you know. Say them up a kung fu fighting, step it like lightning, you know. Say them up step it like lightning, and say them up a kung fu fighting. Got it, I beg you got it, right round it. I beg you king on, right round it. I see you step on, right round it. You know, come on, baby, go get him on, right on down there. I make you write it on round there. You know, you know, so come write him on down there.
Alright, let's go back to one of the earlier DJs of this period, back to 1968. This is Sir Lord Comic and the Upsetter with Django Shoots First. Nice. Alright, let's stick with the Upsetters now. This is a track from 1973, Justice to the People.
Love, peace, and justice.
Give more justice to the people.
For God's sake.
Give more justice to the people.
For God's sake.
Forward food for the children.
For God's sake.
Forward food for the children.
Hey, you people out there, can't you see what they do to us? They got us like a yo-yo, wheeling on a string. They got us like a puppet, swinging on a string. If you escape the frying pan, you end up in the fire. Too much illusion brings on confusion. Too much confusion brings moderation. Without food and cash, man will get rushed. And when man get rushed, it can cause a flash. So for God's sake, I beg you,
Give more justice to the people.
justice to the all. Too much confusion on this land. On my food store, like money, while the grass are growing, the horses are starving, cost of living rising, while poverty flowing. So for God's sake,
Give justice to the people. Give more justice to the
It's great to have Scratch on vocals there. I think I've played that track before, but I don't think I've played the dub version. This is from 1974. It's called Wap You Wah and came out on the Double 7 album. This is great.
Make we look. And if I scrub, make we scrub. If I dub, make we dub. And if I rub, make we rub. If I rub, make we rub. Wap you are.
Okay, let's go back to Uroy to finish our session. This track is called Natty Rebel. It's from the 1976 album. It's great.
Why not get together and live in one love and one unity, you know? Rebel in the morning, rebel in the evening too.
This is laid over a version of the classic Bob Marley track Soul Rebel that was produced by Lee Scratch Perry in 1970. Enjoy this.
How you mean, you know? When says a great adventurer, said you couldn't hear what I said, but let there be I'm stopping out the dread from living higher, huh, baby? Let me tell you, say. Says I'm a living man and I got a lot of work to do.
Said I'm a living man. I've got work to do.
Wow, baby, music, come on, rock it with me then.
If you're not,
I'm gonna rock it on over, baby. Baby, you can step it on over. She rebel in the morning, a rebel in the evening. And I say, baby, you come on, rock it on round there. Each west, not or sound, a capture, you know. So make it up, capture, you're different every week, but you go, you my winners, so rock him on way round there. Yeah, baby, come on, move it on over. Mean that you got to get me stepping, little baby, keep me moving. Got to be on the move, yeah, me tell you people. See rebel style, I run away, child, I beg you stop your running wild.
see in the morning sun on the hillside.
Nothing in this world they could I never do. I'm starting out the drip, I'm little higher, baby, let me tell you, say.
Said I'm a living man.
Well, I've got a lot of work to do now, and they bubble along the way.
I've got work to do.
So come on over, baby, make you work it on round there.
If you're not,
So ride on, baby, ride on there. See, so make you rock on, come over.
Okay, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the session. Big belated congratulations for his birthday to the big man. This is ProfessorJoosty signing out. Stay safe.
Got to be on the movement till you rasta picnic. Well then, yes, I'll make you rock and come over. Yes, that's all me say, so make you move it on over. But I mean that you gotta get me stepping, them little people get me moving. Got to be on the movement till you judge our children. Say, don't baby, make you rock and come over. Chill. Yes, as I'm say, so make you rock it on over. Rebel in the morning, I'm gonna rebel in the evening too, young.
Do you read me loud and clear?